All right, how's it going? I want to talk about here. Look, I'm just chopping it up with y'all, but it's really really real. And I think that if you, as they say, asking you shall receive. That's not a biblical saying. I just think that's a saying out of tradition. And you know, just like if you pray for the Most High for deliverance or for some of the things that you need. He's not going to necessarily give you what you want, but he'll definitely going to give you what you need. Faith without works is dead. Okay, but certain spirits, if you ask for it, you definitely going to bring it out. It may not come out the way that you. Just put it like this: you may end up getting yourself in something that you can't handle. Now, I want to talk about this dude named Damon Idris. I just vaguely saw a couple of articles because I really don't watch movies like that. Maybe I'll get out with the kids, or maybe if there's something on TV that one of the, I don't know, superhero character movies that I like to watch or whatever, I'll watch it, you know. But I don't know. Like, I don't really get out to these premiere movies like I used to. Okay. Maybe I just have my reasons why my taste has changed. I've maybe gotten into doing more, listening to more educational stuff, news, economics, and a lot of YouTube stuff, conscious stuff. All right. So I could be able to tell my own story. But let's get into this guy. His name is Damon Idris. Okay. I saw this on New Breed's channel, so I want to give a shout out to New Breed. All right. Pretty good dude. All right. DC Cat and all that. All right. Shout out to back home to the DMV, DC. All right. Uh, and I don't know, just scrub through a couple of other videos about to see what other people said about this guy. So this guy had took on the devil, okay, or asked the devil for, I don't know, the character to play this role called Franklin Saint. All right, I don't know if it's a movie or if it's a character or what. Okay, I don't know. I just know this guy had a 12-year movie career, and I don't know what movies that he's done other than this one. Okay, so I'm pretty sure out of the 12 years, one of the movies that he's done, I'm pretty sure that I'm familiar with at least one. Okay, some of these guys I really don't know until, like, when you find out who they really are, when you become aware that they've been probably doing movies for like 15 years. But look, you have to, again, do your research, because this is what they call also part of MK Ultra, like a mind conditioning. Okay, if I sound crazy, that's fine. If you don't know what I'm talking about, do your own research. I already told you one guy that you could look up. Okay, there's a couple other guys. I believe I got another clip from Nino Brown. I looked at that channel. I look at his channel occasionally, and some other guys. Uh, so basically, what this guy did was he had to pray to the devil and ask for spirits, so I guess he could be able to take on this role. Okay. Uh, I don't know a lot about the Franklin Saint, but I'll tell you this about Hollywood. A lot of these movies, you can see like a lot of, you can't see it unless you're really in the know, but they'll have like certain signs, and they'll have, like, I don't know, pictures on the wall or images and stuff like that that uh, relegate or resemble pagan characters, okay, and Masonic type stuff. All right. And I don't know, it just took me, it's something that I probably started realizing about 5 years ago. And I'm telling you that because, again, I was petitioned numerous times to be in Omega, and also 3 times to be, in the square, but Masonic. But for whatever reason, the Most High had shunned me away from that because maybe that wasn't for me. Okay. And being that I am a veteran and I know people that work in the government and all the other stuff, okay, work for the government, or one time the police, we kind of got our own little click anyway. Okay. So it's really and truly, I really don't need to be. All right. So nevertheless, the MK Ultra is something that really comes out of the military. All right. After the Second World War, from what I understand, the late 40s, early 50s, something like that, to where they take a human, a regular person, and they take them through all this, I don't know, mental training, this physical toughness, physical training, and so forth. Okay, soldiering. All right, and they do that in the efforts of taking a civilian and making you into a killer machine, either ready for combat, and then to be proficient at your job. Okay, so you could be an efficient soldier or sailor or airman. Okay, that type of thing. And the movies, they, when you work into these, and even in civilian life, but if you work like in the movies and when you take on these roles, you kind of go through that and all that. A lot of children, they call like monarch children, also sports, okay, any facet that probably has to do with entertainment, all right, that probably has, are not even aware, all right, that are being brought up in the industry called industry plants, okay. They could be going through that and don't even realize it, okay, through, again, shock treatment, abuse, molestation, okay, all kinds of crap, all right, uh, to kind of mold you, all right, and it's basically to take away your awareness and common sense, okay, and to because and your logic as well, okay, and to make you into doing what you're told to do, okay. Basically, they make you into like a drone, all right. And at one point in time, they take their common sense, your common sense away from you. They're same in the military, just like a lot of these other facets. When they bring you up, and at a certain point, you become aware and you see light, and then you get your common sense back. But by then, you're probably at the end. You're probably expendable, okay. But nevertheless, this guy prayed to the devil, and he ended up getting, I don't know, like all these type of like demonic spirits and things like that. I don't know, all this weird stuff that was going on around him just for that role. And I'm gonna leave you with this. Uh, you see, Hollywood is not for you to be a Bible toter and try to be in show business. It doesn't mix because, again, I told you that this is pretty much ran by Luciferians. Okay, that Lucifer or Michael is the overseer. Nimrod actually is the god of entertainment. Okay, they talk about Nimrod in Genesis. Just look him up. Okay, where he's the god of winery and that type of stuff. Okay, and these award ceremonies and so forth, they are based on Nimrod passing out, in the Egyptian days, awards for certain achievements that people have done for, I don't know, entertainment or whatever, military, that type of stuff. And a lot of these guys, they'll go through a threshold, they'll get their foot in the door. But if you're going to go through certain doors or whatever, okay, to get up to that top pyramid, you have to give up some type of sacrifice. Okay, if you know their name, 9 times out of 10 that you've done something. Now you could look at interviews about this guy that he said what he asked for, and then what he ended up getting, a lot of pagan and demonic spirit. The success comes at a price. Denzel, for example, when he did the movie X about Malcolm X, he even said in the interview that you have to engulf this guy, you have to emulate this guy. Okay, he had to emulate him pretty much. He had to live that role for a certain amount of time, his lifestyle, his mores, mannerisms, okay, so he could be able to play the role. All right, and this is one of the things that these guys got to go through. But I'd say for some of these satanic creatures, yeah, I say creatures, okay, probably the after effects are not going to be good for a very, very long time. So be careful what you wish for, okay? And I know that because I got a profile where they keep asking me to come out to Hollywood to go try for like what is it, the cast roles all the time. All right, maybe I might do it or whatever. Okay, but I want to just make my money and go home. I don't need to go to none of the parties or whatever. Okay, I just want to do my job and go home. Probably either military or I don't know. Maybe I could be a fight guy or whatever. Okay, in one of those cast roles. But this is the price you have to pay for success. So just think about that if you're thinking about getting in the entertainment industry. All right. Now I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you for your time. All right. I went over 10 minutes. Think about it, do your research, and let me know what you think in the comments section.